Welcome to a long overdue episode of Dinosaur Island. The floods and the rain was extreme. Lots of the grasses died. I couldn't film. It was way worse than I thought it was going to be. Some dinosaurs did get majorly injured, but I didn't see any deaths, I don't think. It has caused some damage to the area around, but the Spinosaurus was thriving in the area. And looking back at some old archival footage that I found that is stored in the area I'm staying, which is just a few kilometers away from the island on another island, I saw that the Indoraptor climbed out, that Darkwell pushed. So that would mean that this Indoraptor here is the same one. The reason I think that, and I don't think the other one was the same one, is because it's stalking Yellowtooth and the younger one, while Darkclaw is out hunting. It's been doing this for quite some time, almost as if it's cautious around Darkclaw. And while those observations were pretty far away, it was stalking them. Now it's getting extra close. Here is an example of some of the flooding destroying some of the grass and life here. It was too much and the grass just died. Making it a tiny bit harder to find grass, but there's still lots of, food and all that everywhere. And Mike seems to be trying to stalk Leaftail. However, Leaftail realizes this. So the impact from Leaftail has instantly shattered Crunch's neck. And Crunch has actually died. Some herbivores you just don't want to mess with. Here we're following a pteranodon with a baby not far behind. And down here is a sleeping baby Dimetrodon, which, if you know anything about the Rocky Desert, it certainly isn't a place to relax in. And now the pteranodon has just gotten a meal for its baby. Now we're going to enter some familiar territory. Almost some familiar bones. Seems that something brought over half of the skull of Red from the first episode, which was all the way at the Indoraptor area. Maybe to alert things to get out of its territory. I'm not sure, isn't this Dimorphodon, who seems to have preyed on this baby Apatosaurus. Now, due to the Spinosaurus overhunting, large things like the Carnotaurus are going over the smaller creatures, this Dimorphodon, that in the last time we saw one, which was Tim, before he got killed, I said berries, but he was eating grubs. I got mistaken between the two. That's the mother Carnotaurus who lost their baby to the Spinosaurus. It's now just watching the Dimorphodon. Dimorphodon probably looking back because she doesn't want to scare it away. However, she isn't the only one who's hungry. Carnotaurus and Dinosaurus might get into a little fight over some small scraps. The mother Carnotaurus knows something this big that would be in this area. The same being for the Carcharodontosaurus and that large predator. The one that is driving the food chain on this island crazy. The Spinosaurus. It's just killing anything that is in its territory. And with a predator being this large, anything in the rocky desert and in a bit of the plains would be in its territory. And sometimes it even goes out of its own territory just to kill and leave the remains behind. But now it's not even eating. This thing originally came from, what I remember, the other side of the island, which is more swampy areas, and as a beach, which is where it was originally. But it decided to move over here, and instead of eating fish, it's eating dinosaurs. Something else has entered its territory, and this something else seems to be the same size as the Spinosaurus.